We have found so many cats and dogs, their forever homes, and with Easter approaching soon, we can't forget about the bunnies, right, everybody? So joining us, our pet rescue expert Larissa and the founder of Adopted Bunny Rabbit Rescue. Please welcome Vicky Anderholt. Welcome, guys.
Ladies.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, that's right. We got bunnies and we got bunnies. Now, like on that subject, the fact that Easter is approaching, we mentioned that, we all know that. You say that this is for animal rescuers out there, it can be a little nerve-wracking at this time of year.
Yeah, this time of year is scary for people like us who work in rescue, whether it's dogs, cats, or bunnies as well, because, you know, we always say no animal should be given as gifts. It's a lifetime commitment. And a lot of times during this time of year, people tend to forget that, like you know, and they decide, you know, it's a symbol of the season. Give a bunny, give a chick, give a duck, you know, to kids in the little Easter baskets, and they're so darn cute, especially the little white bunnies, but they forget how much work goes into them. A few months goes by, those bunnies aren't so cute anymore and end up in the shelter. And I was in a shelter not too long ago, and it was a few months after last year's Easter, and I just want to show a photo because these were all the white bunnies that were in the shelter at the time up for adoption. And I did not copy and paste one bunny.
Oh my
goodness. These are all different bunnies, and this was just the West Valley shelter here in LA. There are many shelters across the country that fill up like
And this was after Easter, likely many of those given as presents for Easter. Wow.
And so Vicki is amazing and has a rescue in her home near me, and that's how I kind of came in contact with her. She has many dozens of rabbits that are looking for homes, and she is the go-to bunny whisperer.
So Vicki, you say that, you know, a lot of people adopt these bunnies when they're literally just bunnies, but when a bunny turns into a full-grown rabbit in 3 or 4 months, it's much more like taking care of a horse than it is taking care of a cat or dog. How so?
It is. It's interesting because when they're born, they have this 3-month period where they are just docile, and you can pick them up. A 2-year-old can pick them up, and it's fine, it works. But when they hit 3 to 5 months, they get like teenagers or like toddlers. They are just naughty, and they start to nip you and stuff, and the parents say, stop, don't, I can't have an animal that bites my child. And so as they get older, they're like horses in that they graze. They have teeth and gastric systems like horses, and they eat hay, and they have a no vomit reflex, like cats can vomit up hairballs. Bunnies can't do that.
Okay, so you got to be careful what they're eating.
Yeah, very careful.
All right.
Sick easily.
You've also mentioned the fact that there's certain requirements with respect to an enclosure for bunnies, right? And so you've brought an example here of an appropriate enclosure with 2 bunnies along with it.
This is about a 4 by 4 foot pen, which is the minimum amount of space you should give a bunny. And they can be in here during the day. They're actually very sleepy during the day, but in the morning and in the evening, they want to run. When you come home, you let them out of here. You let them race around and run and play with you. And but this is about the minimum space you want. You want to have a hay box. This is a small hay box. You can get much bigger hay boxes because they're grazing, right? They want space to lay in the grass and also to eat. They will do their duty in a corner, and they won't eat that. Then they have some towels and stuff. You would also maybe add a cardboard box. They love to chew on cardboard, and they need something to do because they're not burrowing like they would in the wild.
Right, and look at how adorable they are and how they were just cuddling before. They are so cute. I mean, you can understand why people want to give them.
Of course.
So adorable.
Yeah, you're right, Deb.
Look at that. You just want to cuddle with them.
And there's no fear of them jumping out of that enclosure? I feel like they're jumpers.
Yes, they are, and they can jump 3 feet high. But most of them won't, but you will find ones that do. You'll have to get the higher pen for them.
Good.
Now, we talked a little bit about what, you know, what they need to eat. I think a lot of us think, oh, you just feed a bunny a carrot. But it's not just that. They have a lot of dietary needs, right?
Yes, no carrots. Look at the size of this carrot. This carrot will feed 30 or 40 rabbits.
What? Really?
Yeah. When you want to give a rabbit anything that's a dessert, fruit is a dessert, carrots are a vegetable, but they're high in sugar and carbs, and so you want to take your tip of your thumb, cut whatever fruit or sweet you have into that size piece, and that's enough for the whole day. That's an ice cream sundae for a rabbit. 1 blueberry, 1 strawberry. Rabbits are like.
And then, then otherwise they're eating greens. They're eating the hay, they're eating some lettuce.
They should be eating hay, and more hay, and then even more hay.
Okay.
Hay should be there all day long, all night long. It should always be fresh. They can have some pellets. We usually give about 1/8 of a cup of pellets, not more. Pellets are controversial. Some vets say no, but right now we feed a small amount, and then their greens is their salad. The best thing is herbs. Dandelions, beautiful healthy stuff. Cilantro, they adore. Parsley's good. Parsley has some calcium in it, so not too much.
Cauliflower, I see.
Cauliflower, tiny bits. It's also some things are gassy, so you don't want to give them too much of that. But again, about a cup of this green stuff a day is plenty for a rabbit.
Okay.
I have a question for you, because just like any animal, you would need to do vet checks and go and get checked by the vet and make sure veterinary care is up to date, and that includes spay and neutering if you're being responsible with your cats and dogs. And bunnies can be spayed and neutered, but not enough people do it. How come?
What happens is they get a bunny at Easter time from a pet store, and which is illegal now, but it wasn't before, and now they'll still get them. They buy them for $20, and then they go to the vet to have them spayed and neutered, because somebody will say, you've got to do this to get them past the hormonal stages, and then they go to the vet, and the vet says a girl is $500–600, a boy is $200–400, and they're like, I'm not paying that. And that's the end of it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
When you've bought a bunny for $20, you find out
exactly,
it's $600.
right.
And most people will talk you into getting 2 rabbits because they need a companionship, and the 2 will then go
Well, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Because 2 can multiply into 60.
2 can multiply into 4 million in
What?
4 years.
I said 60. My goodness.
4 million in
in
4 years from 2
years.
rabbits and their offspring.
It's like some sort of algorithm involved
And
there.
just-
Some
wow.
exponential,
Fibonacci
yeah,
number.
there you go.
That's
Vicky
wild.
told me she saved 3 female bunnies
Yeah.
a couple years ago. All 3 of them within a month gave birth to about
11
10 to
each.
12.
11 each. I had
Yes.
33 bunnies in a week.
Oh, boy.
More.
So that's an example.
It's amazing.
Okay, so not to scare everybody at home about the, but you say spay and neuter is an
Spay and
option
neuter.
with
Yes,
rabbits as
Very
well.
important.
Now, before we go, I want to point out the fact that with all the information that we've learned here today, if you're interested in adopting a bunny, we've got a couple right here on the show. These guys right here are available. Tell us about them, Larissa.
Yes, so these 2 are available among many others that Vicky has. And may I add that bunnies can be awesome pets. You just need to know what you're getting
That's
into.
great.
Okay.
Good.
That's the thing, which we say about all animals. So don't be scared about getting a bunny or rescuing a bunny, but you just want to know what it entails. So these 2 are so cute. This is Luther and Inkspot. Inkspot is the little orange one with the ink spot. They are brothers. They should go to a home together because they are bonded. They're about 3 years old, so soft. And they'd be good in a home with kids who are over 10 just because they are fragile animals. So a lot of kids want to go play and might pick them up, and then the bunnies get nervous and get, squirmy, and that would scare a kid, and it might scare the bunny
Right.
too. So older kids, adults, they'd be great. And I do have to say, the funny thing about bunnies, they are very affectionate, but you have to be firm with them. It almost goes against everything you think.
Right.
Because dogs, you want to be really gentle.
Sure.
With bunnies, they need to know that you have them and they feel safe. So when you hold them or pick them up, you need to kind of be confident about it.
Okay.
And get them and make them feel really secure. Once you've created that safe bond with them and they trust you, they're amazing pets. And they get excited when you
do.
come home,
They
like
do.
dogs.
They do.
And it's a great relationship. But
They're
you just
very
have
sweet.
to know what you're getting into. That's it.
Well, we learned a lot today.
Yes,
we
we
learned a
did.
lot
Thank
today
you
for
so much,
sure.
Larissa.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much,
Vicky.
both of you.
Thank
To
you.
see all the animals that we feature every day, bunnies included, go to hallmarkchannel.com and savedbythel.com. And for more from Vicky, visit adoptabunnyrabbit.org.